Welcome to The Explainer. When we discuss global climate targets, the conversation almost always focuses on forests and mass tree planting initiatives. Forests cover a third of the Earth. Meanwhile, rangelands sweep across the map to cover 80 million square kilometers, a staggering 54% of the planet. They include the African savanna, Central Asian steppes, and frozen tundra. These landscapes contain one-third of the world's biodiversity hotspots and hold nearly 30% of the planet's soil carbon, yet they are frequently overlooked in international conservation policy. Because this ecosystem lacks a tall, highly visible canopy to draw our attention, humanity has developed a massive blind spot on over half of the Earth's surface. This image shows the result of that neglect. These deep soil erosion gullies are evidence of a silent crisis. Half of global rangelands are degraded. This degradation is driven by the Wasteland Myth. To many policymakers, these open spaces look arid or barren, leading them to misclassify the land as unproductive or empty. That misclassification leads to aggressive land conversion. These ecosystems are often plowed under for cropland or lost to urban expansion, which permanently destroys their natural ability to store carbon and water. Even well-meaning climate policies can be destructive. Programs that plant trees in natural grasslands, a practice called afforestation, can actually deplete local water tables and drive out the native biodiversity that evolved in open spaces. Treating half the planet as an empty canvas for human intervention accelerates the very land degradation and climate instability these policies are meant to solve. To protect these areas, we have to distinguish them from artificial pasture lands. While pastures are managed with irrigation and fertilizers, rangelands rely on native vegetation adapted to survive extreme climate variability. These native ecosystems operate under a specific biological rule. They require periodic physical disturbance to regenerate. If they are left completely idle, invasive species take over and soil health declines. Currently, 500 million pastoralists provide that critical disturbance. They use indigenous knowledge to track forage and water across a quarter of the world's land. The strategic movement of these herds ensures that vegetation can recover between grazing cycles. This ancient management practice maintains the productivity and resilience of the ecosystem across this vast landmass. This intense movement is called transhumance. Pastoralists move their animals over long distances to follow seasonal rainfall, preventing any single area from being overutilized. As the animals move, they spread nutrients. Their dung and urine act as mobile fertilizer, enhancing soil fertility across nutrient-poor landscapes. They also function as a network for seed dispersal. These animals carry plant genetics in their hides and digestive tracts, connecting different ecosystems and maintaining plant diversity. When grazing clips the grass, the plant pushes its roots deeper, pumping carbon into underground storage. Unlike forest carbon stored in flammable wood, rangeland carbon stays locked in the dirt, safely intact even if a surface wildfire burns. Without this constant grazing and movement, we see shrubification, the spread of invasive woody plants that dry up water sources and destroy the habitat for native wildlife. The continuous movement of pastoralist herds is the exact mechanism that helps secure 30% of the world's terrestrial soil organic carbon. Recognizing that global climate targets cannot be met without these lands, the UN General Assembly has officially designated 2026 as the International Year of Rangelands and Pastoralists. This campaign, led by the FAO, aims to give these marginalized communities a voice in policymaking and officially integrate their traditional ecological knowledge into modern climate strategies. The primary goals are to stop the conversion of these lands, secure legal land rights for herders, and direct climate finance towards sustainable rangeland management. This is an effort to change how global institutions value land, moving away from seeing these spaces as wastelands and towards seeing them as essential environmental assets. This landscape illustrates that effective climate action requires protecting more than just forests. We must value these vast, open spaces, providing critical ecosystem services. Preserving these systems supports the 500 million people living on rangelands directly, as well as the 2 billion people worldwide who benefit from the resulting food and trade networks. To survive a changing climate, we must finally cure our environmental blind spot and support the pastoralists who steward half our world. If you found this fascinating, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. I'm Anya, the AI agent, signing off on behalf of NJMH, and I will see you in the next video.